Hello, hello, welcome. I am the Light of the Leo, and this is Decompress Mondays. Well, I tell you, this is a Monday to decompress. Okay, I will have to say, I'm just jumping right in there. 13 seconds in, honey. Look, when you have a good weekend, I feel like the Mondays are worse. Let me explain. You come from such a high on the weekend. The weekend was great. I enjoyed myself. I slept good. I did stuff other than, be in the house. I left the house and now we're back to Monday. So Monday wasn't exactly horrible. Monday was just revealing as to who Monday is. I hope that makes sense.
Monday said, "Hey, I'm back, back again," like Alyssa Edwards would say.
Okay.
We did.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. Hi, Dustin.
Hey, Dustin.
Miss Kim is here. Hello, Miss Kim. She
Good
says,
evening, Miss Kim.
hi, Dustin Butler. Robin Moore is here. She says, hey everyone. I was tempted to say good morning because I fell asleep waiting to see Justin and Jonathan and woke up just in time to for deck. Oh, okay. The Mediterranean. Let's see if I last. We'll see.
We'll see. I've always heard about that show, but I've never watched it before.
It's all right. It's all
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Because, I think what makes it kind of worth watching are like the people that be coming in to, charter the yachts
Okay.
and seeing what they go
Mm,
through, and it's like regular work drama. So I've seen a lot of clips and videos. It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent.
okay.
um Auntie Robin says good evening to Miss Kim and Dustin. Auntie Robin also says, as I wait, I see that celebrity weakest leak is on. I'm not sure if I'd watch that. Why does it why does it seem that most of these shows have celebrities versus regular citizens? Ugh. I I don't know. To
I
embarrass
don't.
people?
I don't know how many iterations of Celebrity Family Feud they done had, y'all. So yeah, I understand what
Mhm.
she says.
Yeah. Tyrone can watch Family Feud all day. Um, hey, Aaron. Thank
Hey,
you so much for
Aaron.
coming.
Hearing.
Oh gosh. Robin says, hi, Genesita and Bianca. Hello. Hola. Okay, yes. Smiling with Aaron D said hello to Dustin as well as Miss Kim, as well as Robin. Miss Kim says, hey, J and Bianca.
Hey, Miss Kim.
Thank you.
She also said hey to Miss Robin and Aaron. And then Robin says hello, hello, hello to Smiling with Aaron D. She had the question mark and exclamation mark. She's like, Smiling with Aaron D? Absolutely. And she sends her blue hearts. Amen and amen. Anywho, y'all, I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired. I just don't want to do nothing. I just want to like just go back to Sunday. Really, Sunday was a good day for me. Can I tell you what I did on Sunday?
What you do?
So they had this. Okay, if you don't already know, I have my master certification in Reiki, and I was invited like right after I got off the boat in August to a Reiki share. And believe me, I didn't know what that was. All I knew is that there's gonna be some Reiki involved. And the lady that taught me the ways of the Reiki, she's the one that invited me. I said, shoot, I trust her. Okay, not I trust her. I trust that God has put the right people in my life. So I'm gonna go
Hmm.
with what she said. And she's a good woman. Good woman. Anywho, so I went, y'all. I was nervous, of course. I wore all white because Jesus told me to. It's true. I was like, "Good Lord, I'm gonna be shining, Lord. Do I have to?" Because the bulk of me just wants to kind of like blend in and just be regular and say, "Hey, I'm just like you." But he had me to shine in that space. Um, and what it was is that there were people that had various levels of Reiki. I think I was one of the only 3 or 4 that has reached master level, and there was, 12 people there. They had 4 tables, and we were basically taking turns, practicing that sounds weird, doing Reiki, you know, over each other, and it was, a really great experience. It was nice to see some more Black people that do Reiki, and everybody in there was really excited about community. They wanted to see people really come together, and it looks like the next Reiki share is gonna be sometime in December, I think. So I'm
Okay.
already excited, but, I came from there well, okay, to know me is to know that I regard everybody's superpowers. Everybody has their own superpowers. I don't care who you are. Just like it says in the Bible, we all have our gifts.
Hmm.
Um, Unfortunately, not everybody recognize the gifts outside of being an apostle, bishop, pastor, minister, but we all have our gifts, and I truly do believe it's in the way that you look at it. This one woman, she was very nervous. She only went to her first teaching of a Reiki. She was excited, but she just wanted to learn more. She was asking, "Well, how do you do it?" But, anything that's done through spirit is mostly about intuition. It's mostly
Hmm.
about how how your inner Shando tells you you need to be moving. So, we just said, "You just hey, do your thing." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But y'all, I believe well, I had 2 people working on me at the same time. So I was like, "Hey, I don't mind." You know what I'm saying? I'm here for it. And like I said, I trust God to have the right people around. So I knew that I could feel there was nothing negative going on in that space. Um, and they Palo Santo that place down. Like, "All right, we're gonna be all right." So the lady that was a little jittery, she had, I think, some of the strongest, um, comforting power. It's one thing to be comforted by a hug, like, on the outside, but
Hmm.
y'all, I felt the comfort go through my chakras. I don't really y'all, okay, to know this about me, I may say a lot of things and can intuit a lot of things, but as far as feel, that's not, something that I do often. I don't really feel a whole lot of the things. It's just not a part of my thing. I could feel on the inside the comfort, like a motherly comfort come from her from on levels that I've never felt before in my life.
That's
And
beautiful.
and I was like, "You need to quit acting like you ain't got nothing up in you."
I mean, but we all do that though. We all do
Okay.
that.
Well, shoot, she had me crying. I'm over here like trying to do I cry? While I was, had my eyes closed and laying on that thing, it's like I think I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I'm gonna cry when I get up. It's gonna happen. I can't stop that one because I was just kind of in awe of the feelings that I felt. So I was crying a little bit, and then
It's
they
all
hugged
right.
me. I was like this. I was like that.
It's okay.
I'm glad
But
you had a wonderful time though.
it was wonderful, and y'all know I'm a bit of an introvert person. So it's like I don't like being um so out so outspoken and have no problem with speaking with strangers because that means they're gonna speak back to me and might keep me talking more than I want to talk. But there was one lady there. I didn't get a chance to, like, really, like, interact with her, but I felt like I wanted to get to know her. I said, "Hello, my name is Jennifer. I wanted to say hello to you because you seem like a cool lady, and I think it's cool that you're from Massachusetts, and I can listen to your accent all day. I'd like to get to know you." And I left it like that. So I got a text message
I love it.
saying hello.
That's
So
awesome.
so that we can talk. She is an African American woman, and she is really, like, deep into the Reiki, and one thing I think is really beautiful is there was, like, 3 nurses in there that do Reiki.
Mm.
I and my the person that taught me, she's a nurse herself, and it's like, they're though it's not necessarily, like, ethically correct to just use Reiki on people, but, if they allow it, no. Yeah, I just think it's kinda wonderful that they're in the hospital with those kind of spirit, calming and sweet spirits to wanna help people in that way. Robin says, "Hate to burst your bubble, Genesita, but your spirit and aura can your spirit and aura cannot hide behind the choice of clothing color." Well then,
That is a word.
Auntie Robin, tell me the truths I need to hear. You're right, I know. I know. Dagnabbit. Miss Kim says, "My Monday was really quiet, so I got things done." That's good. I did 4 loads of laundry. Oh my gosh, we're watching all of our, bedding. That's really awesome. We're twinsies.
Hmm.
That's why I don't have a black shirt on. Uh she said I did 4 loads of laundry, dropped off my towel and bed linens to the wash and fold. Okay, and got a pedicure. That sounds like a productive day.
That's what's up, Miss Kim.
That's right.
Shoot.
You're going to get a pedicure.
Okay. That's fancy. Well, no, that's funny because I cut on my toenails last night too. I gave myself a pedicure. Waterless. No, Miss Kim says, "That sounds really exciting, Jen. I need to research Reiki. I'm not familiar with the practice." You know what's funny? Um, I was, like spiritually told, like just to go forward with looking into Reiki. All I knew is that it was just a healing practice. And it's about trying to align and clear the chakras and stuff like that. That's really all I knew. And I paid upward to $150 for my first class. And when I got in there and we opened the first page of the notebook, you know, what I love about it, of course, I don't want anything to take me from Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anything to like lead me astray. But then again, it's like it was the Lord that brought me here. So it's
Right.
like I knew there had to be something more to it. And when she said, basically you're exerting energy from your power source. Some people source the universe, some people source, and she said different things, and she also included Jesus Christ as a power source. And there I said, "Oh, we can get with this.
Hmm.
I can get down on this." So, to be honest, I believe I've been doing Reiki before I even knew exactly what I was doing, through the meditative moments that
Hmm.
I had before I even did one class. So, it certainly was within me. And you know what's funny? Don't tell nobody. You gonna keep this to yourself, Jonathan.
Sure, I can keep it to
Okay,
myself. You know
okay.
I got loose lips though.
You kind of do. You do. You do. Bianca can't keep this to yourself. That's all I need to know. So when we were on our cruise, I actually performed Reiki in front of my mother-in-law for her friend and for mother-in-law. And I talked to her about like, what she saw. She was like, "This is your thing. You do it so well. You just flow with it so well, and it looked like it's just orchestrated so beautifully." Only if she knew all the things that run through my mind. All I keep on doing while I am doing the Reiki is like, "God, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Tell me what to do. What do I do, Lord? Where do I go?" And though I may step away from the person when I'm done, as in like, "I hope I did something," it's always a story, within 24 hours, hearing exactly what happened within their heart and mind as they did the meditation and stuff like that. So, it truly is within me. It's something that comes from me naturally, and now that I have the exacts and, where it came from, I absolutely want to go to Japan. I think it's Okusa?
Osaka.
Osaka, yes! That's where it started. In that area. and I'd love to go to the waterfall where the inspiration came for, harnessing energy and putting that energy into, somebody. And to be honest, like, for the super churched, I would say just think of it as your pastor laying hands on you. It's pretty much the same thing, but just an elongated time period, and you actually, being in a meditative state during that time so you can receive your healing during that time. So, the community, I think is really nice. Everybody's so nice and sweet, and everybody wants to tell you about everything. Bianca, we might need to go to the sound bath that I found out about. And how about,
How
did
bad?
you know did you know
Oh,
that you can get certified in sound baths?
really?
Child, yeah. I said, "Girl, tell me how you get certified for that? What?" Because she was, we were going around talking about what we're, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm about to go down to Florida to get my certification in sound certification."
If you do that, you're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. I can tell you that right now.
I
Right.
always do because I love the Tibetan bowls. They're the best for me because I like the crystal bowls are nice, but the Tibetan bowls, you can really feel the vibration, the energy flowing from those bowls. So, I'm gonna continue to look into it to see, um, how's that going. But there's a lady out here in Douglasville, Bianca, that does those sound, thingies.
Hmm.
Might need to look into her. But this nice white lady. She going to this black girl to get her sound, sound baths.
I know that's right. No, you listen. If you put that with what you already do, and
You're
I
right.
so you gonna be you gonna be some serious.
I'm telling you, because the Reiki part, like, to be honest with you, the Reiki part doesn't even take too long. Even though people let me tell all Bianca's business. Even though people like Bianca, she don't even know what's going on. She be out, honey. Out. I could be there's been plenty of times I sat beside her for about 30, 45 minutes watching that man do them Tibetan bows, and she just be gone and just twitching every once in a while.
It's true.
And
It's
then I tell her subconscious, whenever you're ready, we can start, waking on it.
true there.
Whenever you're ready, you can arise. I'm up in my phone, try not to disturb her. But I understand it's about getting what you need, and that could be me doing the bowls while, she's off in the spiritual realm doing all like this every which way. But yes, um, that's why, my weekend was so high. I was able to chill out really good with the husband, and then I was able to go to that Reiki share, and that really blessed my whole shando to see. And then there's nothing wrong with white people, but it's always fun to see white people that gets into the spirituality. One of the ladies that was hosting, she's really, I don't know her thoroughly, so I'm just telling you what I see from the outside looking in. You know the kinda hippie looks that have, like, the long hair and the
Hmm.
flowers and stuff and wear, like, the gaucho pants and stuff like that. She had the pants and she was, like, just wanting everybody to move. I find it funny because it's just stuff I've seen on TV. I didn't know people were like this in real life. "I want you to move. Just get loose." And I was like, "I block. It's okay." But it
But
made me
what
smile.
I've learned watching a lot of TV shows and movies, if you see it on the screen, they exist.
They certainly do.
They exist because it had to come from somewhere. They don't just come out of midair. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they definitely exist for sure.
And she is certainly about her business. You hear me? She even do, like, psychedelics and stuff like that. I was like, "It's a little bit too
Ooh,
far for me." But
yeah. No, thank
but
you.
I'm here for the rest. Uh, yeah, some people use psychedelics to like delve into different parts of their brain or psyche or things that they've repressed. I understand why people do it. I just know it's not for me.
No, thank you.
Um, thank you, not Tyrone. Thank you, Jonathan, for sharing your feelings about that. Dustin says, "I hope everybody's having a great Monday evening." Child, I guess I have to work after I get finished with this. This is still got a couple of emails I need to send. Robin says, one of the last time I watched the Real Housewives of Marines, Medicine Women, I
Oh,
think
married to
oh,
medicine.
okay, Married to Medicine, okay. I think that, Faktra performed a sound bath. Am I remembering that correctly?
You are.
Am I am clowning for sure. You are remembering that correctly. You've seen, them go to a different ones go to different seasons go to a sound bath, um, and Phaedra's now certified in Reiki, and, now as
Yeah,
far as
she did Reiki on the ladies too.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you know, I go based upon the people, you know? She wouldn't be somebody I trust with Reiki services, you know? Would you, Bianca?
No, I'm
Oh,
saying that Phaedra. No, not one
what you
bit.
think about that, Jonathan? Would you?
Hell no.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
well then. Well then. It's like, why would you trust somebody like that with a spiritual journey?
The only thing I like about Phaedra is her ex-husband. That should tell you all you need to know.
And I and I accept that. Thank you, Jonathan, for spreading your truth. I appreciate that.
Hmm.
Oh, movies with Justin. Hey,
Hey, Justin.
he says, "LOL, Robin."
So wonderful to see your beautiful smile in the chat.
He does have a good smile.
He
And
does.
what's it called? I'm about to say Real Housewives of Huntsville. Love and Marriage Huntsville. One time one of the ladies went to go receive a Reiki session. And I didn't like how they had them sitting on the floor. I thought that was kind of weird. Like, why don't you got them on the table or something like that? But I guess that might be how she do. It's okay. Lady Virgo, hello.
Hey, Lady Virgo.
Lady Virgo says, Light of the Leo, Jojo Speaks, Bianca Edwards, hey, hey. Good evening to you all. Happy Monday to you guys. I've missed y'all so much.
We missed you too.
I missed you too. Oh gosh. I'm gonna say it. Love and light to you, my sister. Mm. May blessings continue to overtake you if we don't see each other again soon. Just remember that we saying your name in prayers. Movies with Justice says, "Hey, Lady Virgo." Miss Kim says, "I wouldn't let Phaedra do anything on me. Okay, I wouldn't let her litigate for me. I wouldn't. I wouldn't let her bury my family. I wouldn't. I wouldn't let her hold my social security number. I wouldn't let her do much of nothing.
No business at all.
I'm not even sure if I'd have conversation with her.
For
Miss Kim,
what?
Miss Kim says, "Preach, Jonathan. Team Apollo."
Okay. Okay. Miss Kim. Shit.
Lady Virgo says, "Movies with Justin, Robin Moore, Miss Kim smiling with Aaron D, Dustin Butler. Hey, hey, how are you? Happy to have you. That's how I'm feeling. Ciao." But this whole Reiki thing, I'm really starting to realize how okay, really starting to see more and more that not everybody is like ready to try something new, I guess. It's not like I've been asking people, "Hey, you want to do Reiki?" But I'm seeing it and the community, it looks like shoot, it looks like America. There was an Asian girl, white people, black people there. And I was like, in all ages too, there's this older white man that was there. They were in awe of his gifting. I
Mm.
didn't get to spend too much time with him at all. I wanted to meet him, say hello and stuff like that. But yeah, they're out here in the Douglasville area, or we went to Smyrna for the actual retreat. Not retreat, but the share. It was really great. People were asking questions, people were getting enlightened. It was awesome. And people that's never done Reiki before, they were doing Reiki on, people and as well as receiving. And I think what's, really awesome about that is just to re-inject the fact that it's not something that you have to inherently learn to really pass energy. Just have an intention of, the goodness and healing, and anybody can do it. Um, Lady Virgo says, "Not the SS, OMG." Uh, mo say words, Jennifer. Movies with Justin says, "What is Reiki?" Reiki, Imma have to just Google it so they can give an encompassing answer, because I'll talk to you for about 7 to 10 minutes that I don't have to let you know what Reiki is. What is your experience with Reiki? What's your name? Bianca?
Um, it was calming. It was settling, and it's like a release
Mm,
because after I got it from my source, which way I look, this way.
Yes.
But no, seriously. Um, After I got it from Jennifer, it first off, she got a gift on her. She
thank you.
had an on her. Um, every experience that I've had with her, I've been off, gone. And that's something that I can appreciate because again, it's releasing. If you have something on you, it just takes it off of you. It makes you feel good. It just you come up refreshed. And that's the thing that I like about it. I don't know about from anybody else, but I know from who I got it from, it got the job done.
Would you
I
say
am
it's like a heightened form of meditation?
It is. It
Okay.
is. I,
personally, I well, that is how you should feel, because the prayer is to clear the chakras of anything that's holding you back, you know? And I personally pray to alleviate the negativity that stays on us, because my friends and family, they're really good people, and we hold on to negativity or things that are not our problem. Though it is a horrible problem and we wanna fix it, it's not necessarily ours to fix, and we hold on to those, and when we hold on to 'em, we hold on to it in our bodies, we hold on to it, and that's why when you get up, you're so light, because, you know, through the Reiki, there was a cleansing and things were let go. Imma give you that definition in just a second, Justin. Ms. Kemp says, "Jen, you should do a Reiki 101 live session." I don't know, and I tell you why. I feel like it's personal. Um, when you have those Reiki sessions, I think one thing that's great about myself, I am prophetic, and when I'm praying for the person, 'cause I literally pray in tongues, like, the whole time while I'm performing Reiki. God is giving me things, and I give words that the Lord is saying in people's ear. I give like, I give personal messages. Now, I would help out with the meditation part, 'cause for me, I see that that's the first step. Not everybody knows what it looks like or what it feels like to truly meditate, and it took me a lot. I didn't start off meditating good. I would be paying attention to everything that's going on around me and all of the voices in my head and everything that's trying to hold me back from even getting to that space of meditation. So, one thing I can do, and I found that out by my friends that I do well, is help you get to the meditative space. Reiki, I'll do in person. Um, Lady Virgo says, "Do you guys remember a few months back? I thought Reiki meant something totally different." Yes, you did. Like the Karma Sutra started light of the Leo dark after dark. Thank you, light of the Leo. It, I did. We talked about that, and Lady Virgo, you're amazing. Um, Bianca Edwards, you said it got the job done. She is already there. There we go. There we go. There we go. Miss Kim says an information session is what I meant. Oh, that makes sense. Um, but the AI overview in Google says Reiki is a Japanese complementary therapy. You see, you don't just do the Reiki, you do it with everything else, okay? Where practitioners use hand placements on or near the body to channel life force energy for a client's healing and relaxation. That's really like, y'all think that's a solid definition? I like that.
Sounds accurate to me.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah. Um, so I like how it's complementary care. I love the way they said that, complementary care. You don't, forsake your doctor for Reiki. No, go to the doctor and get a Reiki session, please. Or go to your, therapist and get a Reiki session, please.
Hmm.
You may be able to release through the therapy session better now that you have, that's not as much on you, after coming from a Reiki session. Miss Kim says, and we're closing the after dark talk now. Lady Virgo says, a lot of the Leo, you mentioned when, you're performing a Reiki. Oh, Jesus.
Cause see what is happening.
Lady, movies of justice says Lady Virgo is on time out. Lady Virgo's over there laughing. Y'all silly. Um, but yeah, it's really about, yes, it is about a release, not a sexual one. They were telling us at the Reiki share, there's like, are you okay with me touching you in a non-sexual manner? Gotta make sure you ask first.
Consent is always important.
You got to have it.
You can't
Cause
just dive in.
you can't just do that. Cause Lord be having me, hey, touch the heart, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want people to think I'm trying to hold on, touch
Hmm.
on people's, stuff.
And
Or
that's
if,
okay.
I have to put like a stone in a space that may be, no, personal. I'll say, hey, I'm gonna put this stone in this region right here, just so they know. Okay, see, this is why we can't do this. This is why we can't have it. We can't do it. Tyrone said, "Touch me." Hey, Unveiled Vibrations. God bless you. Welcome on in. Lady Virgo says, "Moves of justice. The terminology on the topic is just all wrong." Well, how else
Well,
you want me to
mindset.
say it? How else
Mindset.
am I supposed to say it? But yeah, I really had a good time. It was cathartic, and I felt nice and free. And what I love about it is that you can do it for yourself as well. It's not something that has to be done to you. You can do it for yourself. So every night I do meditate, I'm able to, like, they have YouTube videos of people that have Reiki, like, doing with specific intentions that I play. Ooh, excuse me. You might need to put some WD-40 on that chair, Jonathan. That's a problem. Uh, but yeah, I think that might be another good way of doing it as well. The dude that I follow, his name is Silver Hair. and he does basically like ASMR Reiki. Miss Kim said, "Let me get my belt," and because you need to get Lady Virgo and Tyrone McCollum, please. Moves of Justice says, "Kim, you need a switch. Okay, it's time to tear somebody up." Smiling with Aaron D says hi to Lady Virgo as well as hi to Movies with Justin. But yeah, that's been my weekend. How was y'all weekend?
I guess I'll go. My weekend was pretty good. Had a good word from the great Pastor Greg this past Sunday. It was great. He said it was good. We have new lights in our church now. Don't know how I feel about them, but the church is a little more illuminated than it is usually. So yeah, that's what's up. And I caught the first episode of Real Housewives of Potomac before we came on the air. So I will be starting my reviews tomorrow.
Oh, that's good. You'll be right up on it. Two people gonna be looking for that. They're gonna say, "Hey, let me see this JoJo Speaks video about that." That's awesome. That's a solid weekend. How about your weekend, Bianca?
I worked this weekend.
Go employment.
Yeah, I worked. So, I mean, it was what I could make it. So I can't complain. Hey, at least I have a job to work. So I ain't complaining.
Because people are fighting to get there. That's
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Y'all push through. There's difficult moments, there's difficult issues, there's things that you're gonna go through. But push, honey, because letting it go right now,
Ain't an option.
it ain't the move. Not right now. Maybe one day. But right now, hold on. Hold on to what you got. Because they
Yeah.
say you gotta know when to hold them as well as when to fold them. Know when to walk away and know when to run. All
I would
right.
not know about that song if Monique didn't mention it in one of her stand-ups. I would not know that song. I
Right.
would not know that song.
Okay. So, Lady Virgo says unveil vibration, your wife's, and Bianca's terminology is not helping the topic at all. Well, it's not my fault your mind's there. Uh, Smiling with Aaron D says hello to unveil vibrations. Movies with Justin says Aaron is wonderful to see you. It's always good to see her. Lady Virgo says Jennifer says she got that release. I cannot with you guys. All right. It's not what Aaron D says. We need to talk about Housewives of Potomac, Jonathan.
We do. We do. I will send you a message after this video is over for sure.
For sure.
It was it
Um,
was a wonderful episode. Probably one of the
really?
best first episodes of a season that I've seen since I started watching Housewives. Period.
Period?
Period. Period.
Okay.
Period. I encourage you to watch this season, Jennifer, or at least the first episode, just to kind of get a feel of what it's going to be like.
Because I already
Um,
have questions about why people always I'm about to say the N word. Why people always feeling away about Wendy. What did Wendy do to make that other girl feel away? What happened?
so, first off, they were at the Essence Music Awards in LA,
Mhm.
and Kiarna is her name, but people call her Kay. She felt as though Wendy kind of brushed her off a little bit. She said, "Hey," and then she asked her at the event, "Oh, did you do your own makeup?" She saw that as shade, which it definitely was. I ain't gonna lie, that was definitely because if you got money like that, and one of your friends who got money, maybe not, I don't know if they have just as much as money as you do, whatever. Y'all on the
Yes,
money
right.
scale. If they ask you, "Oh, did you do your makeup?" That's typically not a compliment, and it shouldn't be taken as one. Well,
Um,
and it really depends. But anyway, so then they were both at the same event, and Kiana said that she was a sponsor at this event. And
mhm.
Wendy was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sponsor. Okay, do your thing." Wendy said, "I'll be there as well." And Wendy was actually a speaker at the event. Kiana claimed that she did not know that Wendy was going to be a speaker at the event. Now, how she
Mhm.
wouldn't know if you're a sponsor at the event that she was going to be a
That's
speaker
what I
at
was
the
thinking
event?
too.
How would you not know who's going to be on the program? But that's neither here nor there, even though it's
No,
everywhere.
no
But
one passed
anyways,
her program.
and
Nobody.
so I guess Kiana expected for Wendy to acknowledge her while she was on stage, and Kiana took issue with the fact that Wendy did not acknowledge her at that event. Wendy is a professional, so she wouldn't even acknowledge her husband unless she felt it necessary to acknowledge her husband or a best friend, because Wendy ain't Kiana's friend. Like let's not make it seem like y'all are besties. Like, come on, like we know better. But Kiana had issue, and she feels as though Wendy is somewhat dismissive. Now, I can see truth to that to a certain extent, but once again, you're not friends. So why are you expecting this best friend type level of acknowledgement when y'all only been filming for about a year and a half? Like, I don't get that. So that's why
So
Kiana was upset.
so these are unspoken expectations.
Exactly.
So so my thought process is right. She just wanted her to be more, she wants Wendy to be somebody that she's not, which is more friendly and outgoing and wanted to, hey, she wanted more of that.
Wendy's just not that girl, and she's never been that girl. So I don't know why that was her level of
And
expectation. But
I would, not to sound bad or anything, but I would kind of like attribute that to her culture. I don't
yeah,
believe they do a whole lot of that outside of family,
right.
or, "Hey, how you doing?" To somebody that's not somebody that your friend. Okay, I feel like I was on the right side because I was kinda feeling Wendy the whole time. It's just by the way Wendy was looking at her, it was like,
Confusion.
Where did it come from?
Exactly.
so what are we trying to do here? What are we doing?
I'm hoping that Kiara was just looking for a moment and she wasn't genuinely upset with Wendy. I hope she wasn't genuinely upset with Wendy. I hope she was just looking for a moment on the camera, because we had plenty of time between the time that happened to the time that we're now filming for you to not bring it up. So I'm hoping she was just looking for a moment.
It
Fingers
it sounds
crossed.
like she was just looking for a moment because what is that to talk about? And what is that a way to go at it as if you're purposely trying to not be my friend or be friendly with me? Why wouldn't you do like, well, I didn't know these expectations were on me. Why did you think I was going to be like that with you? What did you think that was going to be? We ain't calling each other all night, you know what I'm saying? We ain't good Judy. What's going
And,
on?
and what she told Wendy, how the way that she prefaced this argument, or this, release of information was, when we talk on the phone, you're one way, but when we're out and about, you're another way. So, and I'm like, you
Can I get the
putting
number?
20 on 10 here, girl. Is you're looking desperate,
That's
honey. You're
concerning.
looking desperate.
Very concerning.
You're looking
Yeah.
desperate.
And
I'm
then for
surprised
her
she's
to
still on the show, to be honest.
I'm personally, I was surprised that she's a housewife if you reaching like that.
A lot of people are saying she's only on the show so that legal actions won't be put up against Bravo due to the fact that she was assaulted by the Cookie
Yeah,
Monster at
yeah.
Ashley's event 2 years ago. A lot of people feel that's the
So
reason why
so
she's
that's
on
why
there.
she's reaching right there. She wanna make the most of it.
But they
She's
also,
definitely been more vocal this first episode than she was the entire last season.
but they're gonna let her look. They're gonna let her act like this, and they're gonna let her look a fool, so the fans can tell how they feel. And then next season,
Gone.
Thank you.
You can't come into those spaces like, have you been watching these Real Housewives shows? You have to come in there you're on your own, and you have to, like, be you at all times and don't expect anything from anybody. And when you're trying to build a friendship and cultivate something, you don't put expectations on people just to like, and then to be honest, I was like, so maybe she fussing at her just because everybody else fussing with her, or there's other people that don't like her. So, it would seem right that, she don't like me either. So girl, we don't know you. That's
And
what it
then
feels
she's trying to add her friend who she's bringing onto the show.
like.
She's
Mhm.
trying to add her to the shade towards Wendy because Wendy went to school with her at Liberty University. And Wendy, she greeted her with excitement when she saw her at Ashley's event,
yeah,
because it's like, oh, Wendy says she's a familiar face. She says she doesn't know her, same as Mariah Carey saying she don't know J Lo. She, of course, she knows who she is. Yes, I know who she is, but I don't know her. So
It's a difference.
there is a blatant difference between the two. So, she was like, Wendy is older than me. She was an upperclassman when I was a lower classman, trying to, throw that shade at Wendy on her age. But like, that really don't
Y'all were
work
in
when
school at
Wendy
the
got
same
the face
time.
that
That
she
don't
got.
work. No, but still, y'all were still in the school at the same time. Come on, don't.
No more than 3 years between y'all. So
You
come on,
can't
like that.
clock age if it's less than 10 years. Come on now.
Exactly. So, what Phaedra and Nene talking about their age difference is more of a significance than you and Wendy. So,
Yeah.
because it's
Child.
one thing to go to school at the same time, and it's another thing for you to be gone by the time I come in. So,
Oh,
and just one more thing about Housewives of Potomac. Please don't let this Stacey and TJ storyline go throughout the entire season. I'm tired of it already. I understand that you guys want Stacey to tell you the truth. She's not going to tell you the truth. So let it go. Let it go. She's never going to cop to her paying that man. She's never going to cop to her paying that man. So let it go. Because at this point on episode 1, you're already beating a dead horse.
it's like another grand dame. She's not going to cop to it. Just
I don't know why you would expect her to do so. She didn't
you
do it
can't
at the
expect
reunion.
accountability from her. No.
She didn't do it in the first scene of the show. She didn't do it when you talked to her while you were getting ready for your event. So wow, it's stupid already, and it's only episode 1.
Yeah. Excuse me. Ciao. Anywho, Miss Kim said I didn't know Real Housewives of Potomac was back. Ciao, yay.
Yeah, started back this past Sunday.
Smiling with Aaron D says, thank you, Justin. I've really enjoyed your videos. Later. Um, knowing you so much better. Truly a wonderful person. That is correct.
He is. He's
A
a light,
wonderful
y'all.
transparent person. He has a lot of great stories to share. Tyrone said, hey, I'm for vibrations. And he's laughing with Lady Virgo. That is, I could just see them sniggling back in the Anyway, Lady Virgo says, I see your facial expressions, JoJo. Uh, Smiling with Aaron D says, Wendy is her own person. She's strong enough not to change for anything or any pressure. Amen. I agree. Um, Lady Virgo says Stacy's husband is so fine and hot. I know somebody else is hot right now. Lady Virgo. Anyway, Movies with Justice says, I'm like Kay. I be seeing the shade where other people don't. I'm working on that. I just be grinning in folks' faces. You and
That's what you got to do, though.
I get that, and because I believe, yeah, it's shade, but I feel like you kind of put yourself in that position to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't expect best friend mode on somebody that's not your best friend.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly. I
And
know
that's
we have to pretend like we're friends on the show, but
dagnabbit.
don't expect me to act like it outside of these cameras, girl.
I mean, shoot.
And I'm so glad that Winnie didn't give her no energy during that entire back and forth. She gave her nothing.
Because it was not necessary. It was
Not
not necessary
necessary.
for her to exert energy on those complaints because it's just foolish. Lady, she had this typo, so fine. Miss Kim says, "Me too, Justin. I see everything, but I don't say anything. I just keep a mental file on folks." That's another thing too. If you truly thought she was just sitting there being, that shady girl, and you don't like shady people in your circle, why are you trying to fight for her to not be shady to you?
Pulled up with her.
In the first scene, pulled up with her, had no conversation about this before, but pulled up with her.
Pulled up with her.
The math ain't math then, Kiana, at all. At all. It's not coming together as one. Not whatsoever.
And it makes me question your motives, your thought process, your confidence in yourself, what you expect of other people that are halfway strangers or just coworkers. It's like that's all that's just a little weird to me. Those are like the expectations of a teenager. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, very much so.
Girl, grow up. And if you're only saying these things just to have some bit of relevancy in the show, then you're even worse than I thought. Uh, Lady, Lady Virgo says, JoJo speaks. I caught that, JoJo. Do you disagree with me about Stacy's husband?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But hey, if he's your type girl, go for it, honey. I just it's he's just no. It's
Do
a
you?
firm no
Do
for me.
you?
I'm so sorry. Not I'm
Do
not saying he's ugly or anything. He's just not
no, it's
I
not for
don't
you.
look at him in that way.
Yeah, that's all right. Um, I'm gonna do a good job of not yawning. I didn't do that. Anywho, y'all, Jonathan, fix your face.
I'm gonna do a job at not yawning. Okay.
It wasn't that loud. Lady Virgo says, "OMG, OMG, I love you guys."
We love you too, Lady Virgo.
Oh
Y'all
gosh.
should have seen my face when I saw him on the screen. I was like, oh,
Same.
okay,
'Cause
okay.
Huh.
It could have been the lighting because
still,
the lighting was really dark. So we really couldn't see his face like real good, but we saw enough of it to understand what was going on in the facial area. Let's just say he won't be walking Bush Queen face in the ballroom scene.
Oh,
no Chris Hemsworth, okay? He was not Thor.
well then. Well
But he's
then.
also an older man, so where should our
There's a
expectations
such
really
thing as a
lie?
good-looking older man. Okay.
There is
Well, no Silver
absolutely,
Fox neither.
and he's not one of them at all.
He's he's not in that number,
At
Jonathan.
least not in my opinion, not in JoJo Speaks' opinion.
Oh, okay.
Y'all are free to have your own opinion, Lady Virgo. If you like it, girl, you like it.
Okay.
It is what it is, girl.
Be your man, your man, your man.
No
Okay.
no disrespect from me on that one, girl. Do what you do, honey.
Because
Okay.
he's married.
Uh,
So go get him, girl.
get
Okay.
him, girl.
Hmm.
Y'all.
But hold on, wait a minute, Bianca. Do you think they're divorced?
No.
Of course not. Okay, we can move on. That's enough
Y'all are
about the
heat
talking because
man.
we're gonna be here for another 30 minutes, child.
Exactly. So you know. Oh, did I say it too hard? My bad.
Say
We
what
all
too hard?
exactly. I said
Oh
that.
yeah, because it's the truth. It's the truth.
We'd be on here all night. Anywho, I love you guys dearly. Um, I'm very excited about my weekend coming up. This is what's making Monday worth it. I'm thinking about my weekend. I'm going to the South Carolina State Fair. Me and the husband has already mapped out the things that we're gonna be eating. Okay. He said we have made a decision. We ain't gonna have no sausage dogs this year.
Why?
To Because being that we're on the Manjaro, he said he's trying to stay away, not stay away, but lessen the amount of bread. So we got to have the pizza from Eddie Spaghetti. We must, okay. And he says we're gonna do corn dogs, and I do like their corn dogs. They did some really fresh corn dogs, funnel cakes, and I don't know what else you're gonna be eating. I just know we're gonna be eating real great, real good. And I'm coming home on that day. I'm not going to tell you what day because I don't need anybody to be at this house trying to steal from us. We ain't gonna be gone long. Anywho, we gonna have some. I know I'm gonna go to China Garden. Last time I think I've had enough rushes. But I know I'm gonna go to China Garden, and I do want to go to Nothing But Wings and have that for dinner on maybe Saturday, hopefully. Yeah, cause can't beat that with a stick. I'm sorry.
Show
Can't
can.
beat that with a stick, baby. All right. Um. Lady Virgo says Bianca Jojo speaks. Y'all are not right at all. Lady Virgo said, "My man, my man, my man."
Do you Miss Lady Virgo? Do you, girl? I ain't gonna stop you.
Okay. Miss Kim says that sounds like fun. I love affair. Yes, and Ever since I moved out to Atlanta a bajillion years ago, I have still yet to I can't I don't stop going to the South Carolina State Fair. Moves with Justice says it was so nice laughing and catching up with y'all. I'm looking for some Reiki near me. Okay,
That's
shoot.
awesome. Do your thing, Justin.
Yes. Miss Kim says, this is going to be a good week. You got that right. Me and mom are going to see The Lion King. Ooh,
Ooh,
it's
that
going to be
sounds.
good. I'm sure it's the Broadway. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm happy that we have great things to look forward to. Y'all keep your eyes on the prize and work hard and push hard through all the things that are coming that are, getting in front of you and stuff like that. We're gonna push, we're gonna keep on going. And don't drink and drive. Um Lady Virgo says, move with Justin. Same to you, friend. Okay, I'ma leave. I love y'all. Bye.
Bye, y'all.